Hello, I'm Sam Fields, and welcome to another FedBiz 5, your quick dive into all things government contracting. Today, we're once again talking about what happens when Washington goes quiet, when Congress stalls, budgets freeze, and inboxes go dark. We're breaking down why smart contractors don't panic during a government shutdown and how they use it as a time to reset, refocus, and get ahead. If you've been around government contracting long enough, you've seen this movie before. Funding stalls. Contracting officers get furloughed. Agencies shift to accepted operations. That's the legal term for what keeps running during a lapse in appropriations. The rest? It slows or stops. For a while. So yes, it's frustrating. But it's also predictable. And predictable means you can plan for it. The smartest contractors don't see a shutdown as a cliff. They see it as a reset window. Here's how to make that mindset work for you. First, know what's really happening, not the rumor version. Each agency publishes contingency plans spelling out which functions pause, which continue, and how staff are handled during the lapse. That tells you exactly which points of contact are likely offline, and which are still working under accepted status. It also helps you spot carryover programs, projects funded through prior year money that may keep running quietly in the background. When you understand that map, you stop wasting time chasing out-of-office replies and start focusing on the lanes that are still open. Next, do your shutdown triage and communicate like a pro. Inventory every open contract, task order, and proposal. Identify what's paused versus what's funded. If performance must stop, document the precise moment and the clause that applies. If work continues, make sure you're logging deliverables and correspondence so you can hit the ground running when funds resume. Then, when appropriate, send short, factual check-in emails. Nothing emotional, nothing speculative. Just confirm whether the work continues or pauses. The vendor who stays calm, organized, and clear wins trust. And when the lights come back on, that's who the contracting officer calls first. Stabilize your cash flow without torching relationships. A shutdown can delay invoices and obligations, so look closely at your burn rate and receivables. Protect key staff you'll need when things reopen. If you're waiting on an award, finish your internal prep. Pricing, teaming, compliance, narratives, so you can sign on day one. And yes, document impacts. If stop work orders affect timelines or costs, you'll want clean data for future adjustments. The key is to stay factual, not frantic. Level up while competitors stand still. A shutdown is your chance to get your compliance house in order. Refresh your SAM and small business search profiles so they're accurate, keyword-rich, and aligned. Push forward on any pending certifications: WOSB, 8A, HubZone, VOSB, or SDVOSB. Agencies might be quiet, but a completed package means you'll be first in line when reviews resume. And if you've been meaning to pursue a GSA schedule, now's the time to prep your documentation. When the doors reopen, there's always a rush. The prepared firms are the ones that get through cleanly. Do the right kind of market research. Don't sit idle. Use this downtime to study the field. Find out which agencies and offices are still operating, and which ones will have pent-up demand the moment funding returns. Scrub your pipeline, flag opportunities that may slip, and identify those likely to surge within 30 days of reopening. Then, review your pricing. This is a great time to validate whether your bids will still be competitive in the coming cycle. Build visibility before everyone else floods the inbox. When funding comes back, contracting officers don't start with strangers. They start with the vendors who've been consistently visible and credible. Use the shutdown period to refresh your capability statement. Publish one concise case study and get your messaging in order. If you have live relationships, send thoughtful, value-based updates. For example, we mapped your FY plan to our specific capability, so it's ready when appropriations resume. You're staying top of mind without being tone-deaf. That's the balance that builds trust. Have your reopening playbook ready. When the government switches back on, things move fast. Have a 10-day plan. Confirm every paused contract, release your pre-written outreach emails, and align your BD and operations teams in daily sprints. The goal? Be first to follow up, and first to deliver. Because while others are still dusting off their keyboards, you'll already be executing. Shutdowns are stressful, no doubt, but they're also temporary and entirely predictable. The contractors who treat them like strategy windows, not survival drills, come out ahead. When you stay visible, tighten your systems, and prepare your next move, a shutdown becomes your launchpad, not your setback. And when it comes to turning preparation into performance, FedBiz Access can help. For more than 24 years, we've helped small and medium-sized businesses stay competitive in the government marketplace. Whether it's GSA schedule proposal assistance, expediting a certification, a federal connections campaigns that put your capabilities in front of contracting officers, or AI-driven market intelligence through FedBiz 365, we help you stay visible, certified, and ready to win, even when Washington isn't. Thanks for listening to FedBiz 5. 5 minutes, countless opportunities. Call a FedBiz specialist today at 844-6288-914 and reference code GovConReady. That's GovConReady for 10% off any product or service. Until next time, stay proactive, stay prepared, and keep winning in government contracting.